Hey all, my name is Hannah and I am a visual artist based in Southern California. I've been drawing different things throughout my whole life, but when I was 17, senior year of high school, I had a fixation on drawing my original characters. I made up 3 original characters, one which was this vampire guy, another one which was AJ, this artsy fartsy bro, and then my favorite one, whose name was Cole. I would draw Cole all the time, and I thought he was so cool because he had tattoos, and he was a skater, and he smoked cigarettes. That's who I thought was cool when I was 17, so interesting. After high school and into college, I stopped drawing original characters, and I stopped drawing that much, actually. I studied graphic design in high school, so my art and my creative passion kind of sadly went down a little bit. So I decided to reignite my love for my original characters and my love for art and redraw this photo, which was a Photoshop drawing I did of Cole. I drew this piece of artwork again in Procreate because I cannot be bothered to draw in Photoshop when I have a much easier iPad to work with. Please enjoy this process of me drawing. I'm gonna have some commentary over it discussing my art journey as a whole and what it feels like to kind of look at my old art and look at it with a different lens, knowing a little bit more about art. If you like this kind of content, let me know. I'm happy to answer any questions down below in the comments. Okay, so for this drawing, I was referencing a couple pictures of some guys sitting. I ended up just referencing the first guy on the left, like one of the photos only, but I had both just for reference. Something about the original photo, something about the original artwork I did when I was 17 is I didn't draw a chair. I'm sure this was a choice because I was too lazy to draw a chair, which I totally get. So this one, I went the extra mile and I drew a chair, which you'll see in the end, I actually got lazy drawing the chair again and I just kind of made it into a fluffy cube, but you know what? It's something, at least I tried. I want to talk about my art journey in general because it's been a wild ride for sure. So I made this drawing in high school, and high school was when I was drawing a lot. I wasn't taking any art classes in high school necessarily. I was taking a lot of honors classes and a lot of, hard classes, which I didn't enjoy, but I thought I had to take those kind of classes, and art was always my hobby. But in all of my honors classes, in all of the classes I was taking, I always had my sketchbook with me and I was always sketching. I probably filled like 2-3 sketchbooks every month, and I just taught myself digital art. I did most of my digital art on this program called Fire Alpaca, and then finally at the end of senior year, I downloaded Photoshop when I realized I wanted to go into graphic design. More on that later. I downloaded Photoshop, and I kind of taught myself how to digitally paint on Photoshop, which was something new and cool, and I felt so professional, and it was great. So yeah, in high school, whenever I had a free moment, I was doing digital art or just pencil sketches, and I made a lot of art. And then I went into college to study graphic design with an illustration emphasis. And college, I graduated 2 years ago. They were some of the best 4 years of my life. I made amazing friends. I made one of my best friends. And the coursework was pretty rigorous. It was really hard, but I felt pretty fulfilled. And I think I now realize I chose graphic design because my mom wanted me to pursue an artistic career, which was more financially stable. I actually ended up taking a course at the local community college in drawing when I was still in high school, and I felt so fulfilled. I loved it so much, and my mom told me that, maybe art isn't so financially stable, so you should do graphic design. It's still art. It's still art. And I was like, okay, bet. I'll do graphic design instead of drawing for a living, because I guess you can't do drawing for a living. That's what I thought, So I did graphic design. I majored in graphic design. And then right out of college, I got a really good corporate design job. And the pay was really good. I loved it. In a way, I loved it. I loved my coworkers. I loved the location. I loved the people, but I just did not like the work. You know what I mean? It was a job, and everyone told me that it was like the best job I could have gotten, and I'm so lucky to get this job right out of college. And, but there was something in my heart that was telling me I just wasn't making art anymore, like I no longer brought my sketchbook with me. I was barely drawing. When I did draw, I was burnt out from work, and I just didn't have the energy to draw anymore, because I'm like, well, if I'm not gonna make money on this, I'm not even gonna try, so I kind of stopped drawing a lot, like halfway through college and then after college, which, I had a lot of anxiety. And there's other reasons I had anxiety as well, which I don't want to get into in this video, but I now realize because I wasn't doing what I am put on this earth to do, which is to create art and to be an artist, I just felt deeply anxious, and I didn't know why. Because on paper, my life was amazing. I had like everyone's dream job, but I just kind of always felt different in that job. I mean, all the other people there, they majored in like marketing or advertising, and like I didn't know anything about advertising. I don't care about advertising, but yeah, so long story short, I ended up going to Oaxaca, Mexico for 3 months, because something in my heart was telling me you need to just flee the country and like explore art. And I've always loved Mexico. My boyfriend's family's Mexican. I just love the culture. I learned Spanish a little bit in high school, but I kind of started self-teaching myself when I met my boyfriend, self-teaching myself. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go to Mexico, and I'm just going to create art, and I'm going to learn Spanish. So I went to Oaxaca for 3 months, originally for graphic design, volunteering, but it ended up morphing into this beautiful artistic journey where I just had to be so real with myself. And I'm like, Hannah, you are put on this earth for one reason and one reason only, and that is to create art. That is what I want to do. That's where I feel most happy. And I have not been putting my time or effort into creating art. I have been putting my time and effort into making a good paycheck, and that's why I felt so unfulfilled. So in Mexico, I decided to not return to my corporate job, to come back home, and it's going to be a little bit scary, but I'm just going to like pursue my passion of art and see where life takes me. Oh, here's a video of me sketching in Oaxaca. Actually, I was doing this there. Anyway, yeah, so I'm back in California now. I actually got back a few days ago, and I'm just like on that grind again. I don't have a job as of now, but things keep popping up that are right in my wheelhouse, like I'm meeting people who are artists, I'm meeting Spanish speakers, I'm continuing my Spanish, and in Oaxaca, people were flocking to me, and they were like, oh my God, you painted this mural? Can you paint my little restaurant? And my neighbor wants you to paint, and oh my God, can you paint something for my daughter for her birthday, for Christmas, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh, okay, so if I put myself out there as an artist, people will like my art. And I think the universe was kind of like, Hannah, just be an artist. Like, that's who you are. Just do it. So all that to say, this drawing is kind of giving a nod to my childhood self and to my high school self to be like, look, girl, you've been an artist. Like, let's actually create art, because I'm going to go crazy if I spend another day chasing a paycheck and not creating art. So it's cool to see how my style has developed, even though I haven't been like fully delving into art as much as I would have wanted to. My style kind of developed on its own, which is cool. I think I spent a lot more time with this piece of art, and I didn't rush it like I normally do, and I'm proud of it. I like how it turned out, and I want to keep doing tons of different kinds of art. I love digital art on Procreate. I also am starting to get into regular painting, and then murals is something I never thought I would do, but you know, in Oaxaca, on a whim, this restaurant just let me paint their wall. Like, I did it for free, and I loved it so much. They were so chill. I just painted my little characters, and I felt truly happy just painting, and I want to keep doing that. So yeah, this drawing was a start of kind of a healing journey for me, and Cole was like one of the first art character people that I really truly loved, and coming back to him and coming back to drawing just felt really good in my soul. So here's the final 2018-2024. Whoa. I think I like the original too. You know what? I like both. They're different. Okay, y'all, hope you enjoyed that process video. It was super fun to make. It's interesting to see how my style has changed over time. I make other videos as well, including mural process videos, custom painting videos, and travel vlogs as well, so please check those out. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe if you liked it.